ladies and gentlemen. First game of the night. This is the last day of the regular season for the league here. And man, these bands are flying. I'm Albino Joe. With me is Thrifty Senpai, and no surprises so far in my mind with these bands.
Yeah, no, it's all starting off. No big surprises here. Wesley in a double ban. We get the Alistair ban at Cal and the Swain ban at Tree. And look at this. I've seen these three bans against this team before. I'm not surprised by this.
Oh man, that Hecarim and the Jinx, man, those gotta come out. Kled against Thunderconth, man. Has that been open to him yet this season?
I don't think so. At the very least, he's not picked it. So, like, if it was open one game, he didn't take it. I like these ban phases from both these teams, though. Like, these are proven, known bans that, like, high priority champs for those teams that they hit out. Also, not high priority champs for your own team, so a lot of progress here. And we see the Thresh locked in, which tells me a lot here that with Thresh Ornn on this rotation, we are going to be seeing Zedekis in the top lane, Devout Milk on support. And I really, really all of a sudden like this option here out of Crystal Eyes.
Yeah, I mean, Zed has been a very solid Ornn player throughout the season, you know, even in normals and regular practice. So that's going to be interesting seeing how he squares against Thunderconth.
Yeah, a Rock in the top lane. As we see the Rel coming in. That is an interesting one. That is a flex between both Hooker sets and Xmas Tree. Very, very powerful support, though, right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Xmas Tree has played Rel a little bit.
Yeah.
Poppy top? That's kind of an expected pick, isn't it?
Yeah, that is an expected pick. I also like getting that here before the next rotation of bans. Their top laner has been pinched quite a few times. And, you know, get that through here. You already know your top lane matchup. And you now have, like, this huge flex, right? Okay, you have 80 carry mid.
Yeah, 80 carry mid being selected on Inevitable's team, while the Sejuani gets locked in for Master Splinter's jungle, which leaves ADC and mid on that team as well. So we're going to see some high damage bans coming through here, I'd assume.
Yeah, I expect that. I was going to say, I really like the Lucian ban here. That hits both their mid and AD carry. Cal plays a lot of that. A lot of that Lucian. And Mr. Tuesday, not unfamiliar to Lucian as well. I expect, like, if I had to expect another ban here, I was going to think it's probably going to be something like a Corki. But we will see.
Let me get in there.
Oh, Tristana. Okay, another AD carry that is flexible. It makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, Tristana just, as an AD carry, demolishes towers, and that's very valuable in this league to have.
Yes.
Because, you know, we're not professionals here, so you're going to see a lot of shitty rotations if anyone's new out there watching.
No, I mean, even in professional play, like Tristana mid is a very, very, like, she's a very powerful champion in both AD carry and mid lane. Her ability to shove waves so freely in mid just lets her have a lot of priority in that lane. A lot of, like, certain mids just cannot push out against it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's Samira. All right, that is Xmas Tree on. Actually, no, both these play up. I think Cal plays more Samira.
That's my guess. Cal's gonna rock that Samira, and an Int Horse with a Samira is actually a really freaky lane. That's gonna look for kills very early. Thunderconth is picking up the mid there with Orianna for Mr. Tuesday.
Yep.
With the Nudir, not a bad choice.
No. I mean, I think actually the bigger thing here than the Udyr is the Rel. Rel Orianna is a classic combination pick in professional play. You see it all the time. Rel just sets it up, does it all, pulls everyone in, sets up for these really, really easy Orianna ults. And we see Blab going, all right, well, you banned Vel'Koz, you banned Xerath. We're reaching real deep into the poke champion pool, and guess what? It's SBL Ziggs.
SBL Ziggs. No Tristana, but you got another route to take down towers.
Yeah, uh, very classic style SBL comp here from Crystal Lies. We have SBL Ziggs. We have just like you got a little bit of everything. Like you got some good wave clear. You got like Ash. You have just a bunch of big front line and a bunch of AOE CC.
Yeah, they have something for all phases of a fight. They're very well rounded. Where they got the Ash for the engage, Ornn for kind of a secondary engage. You know, Ziggs and Ash can do all sorts of damage. Sejuani can also be a part of that engager peel, and then Thresh does Thresh things. So they have a ton of CC on their team for all phases of the fight.
Both of these teams have a lot of CC. This is going to be a very high CC game. I mean, the only person in this game who doesn't have some form of CC is Ziggs. Like, Ziggs, I guess, has the knockback, and that's like about it, and like Samira. But Samira can go and chain off of other people's CC. So, like, it's, know.
Blocking, I mean, she's anti-CC with the
yeah.
You know,
with her wind wall, effectively. Yeah, I don't actually know the names of Samira's moves, which is really, really important. I'm going to actually go look those up so I can use them when casting real fast.
Yeah, I'll probably just use random words like Samira's spinny wind thingy or something.
Yeah, just Samira spinning around a cloud of bullshit. Look at this fucking bitch go. Goddamn. Top of death. As the wise man Captain Flowers once said, this bitch got more tools in her kit than you need to fix a goddamn truck. Fuck Samira. Catch you guys in a few. Alright, and we are back, and we are loading in to the Rift. You still have the lovely Thrifty Senpai and Albino Joe, casting duo of your dreams.
Oh, hell yeah. Something I really just want to get out of the way here. Xmas Tree is the only one who doesn't have a skin. He lost it for his team. Period. Done.
That's it? That's all it takes?
That's it. Skins get wins, dude. Skins get wins, and he doesn't have one. Therefore, he's throwing.
I see. The year is 2021. League of Legends is pay to win, or no cruise to win.
No Cruz. Everyone needs a sugar daddy like Cruz.
I mean, man, this is. I mean, at least we don't see. I say, Cruz's team here. If you notice, they all have skins. This man, you get drafted on this man's team, you get skins. He's the sugar daddy. As a delayed invade coming in. Oh, never mind.
Oh, just
Team
checking out the
Team
bush.
Ward Brush. I like
Strat.
I like the 5-man effort.
Yeah, man. Like, if you don't got your buddy there toward that bush, what's gonna happen to you?
Most likely nothing. Occasionally, when you do it that late, you might find like 4 people stacked in there who are looking to delayed invade you, and you're really sad. As we're seeing an interesting development here, HSU are going to be starting at the blue buff here, looking to move towards bot lane. Master Splinter getting that legion to go top. So, look to see some early gank pressure, as the junglers are not going to encounter each other early.
Pretty smart play. I mean, does that show more respect to Master Splinter as AJS, or is that showing that he's thinking of going bot?
I think it's more of a he's thinking of going bot.
He never ganks bot.
What?
He never ganks bot.
Have you watched this team?
Yeah, I've watched this team.
Okay.
Ganks bot.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh man.
That's this man's priorities 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All after priority 0. That is Scuttle Crab, though.
Yup. Oh, good hook out of milk there.
Yeah, good hook out of milk. Tree gonna throw the ignite down. Just I guess as a preemptive, expecting the all in.
And Legend Digger doing damage to Thunderconf, possibly having to back a little early here, maybe stick around a little bit longer than he wants to. Another hook coming, good whirly dewy blade from hook resets there.
You said 2 of the words. You said the words. There's not nearly in the right order. It's Blade Whirl.
I'll get it right eventually.
Yeah, I believe in you. That's what we're gonna work on here. We're gonna work on this. It's gonna be like this is like. Sure, this is the 4th week of SBL, but we're gonna get that. We're gonna get you using ability
Coming in
names.
the top lane.
Yeah.
Master Splinter trying to reach Thunderconf. Doesn't get there.
No, Thunderconf gonna burn flash, dodging out of the Sejuani charge as we got some action in the mid lane as directed camera. I hate you,
A lot
man.
of flashes.
A lot of
A lot of
flashes.
flashes.
We got some, yeah, yep. Flash for flash shield though. Man, I wish we had budget for a directed camera, man. Like, because every time directed camera baits me like that, it makes me really sad. I get excited and nothing happens.
Yeah, and I'm watching the minimap here. Splinter making an effort to go top again, but nothing's gonna happen. The camera doesn't care. Nothing's going on up there. AJS looking at the bot lane. It's too far pushed. Nothing's happening. A lot of nothing happening. Just good old farming.
I mean, yeah, we're 4 minutes in. We've had a lot of action for 4 minutes in. We've had 3 summoners blown.
True.
As interesting, we're seeing Zedekis here, a Legend Digger, pulling off to like a good lead in this top lane against the Thunderconf Poppy.
I believe that is the 3rd missed hook out of hook resets there.
Yeah.
Sorry, out of
Master Splinter coming up the Arctic Assault.
Going in. Mr. Tuesday gets the flash off. A lot of damage is coming out, but it's not necessarily going to kill him. But the stun happens. No follow-up out of Renas circulation. Unfortunately, as AJS is able to get there to cause some interference.
That was very, very close. A delayed flash from Mr. Tuesday almost cost him his life. But fortunately, he is able to stick around. Gonna pop that biscuit. Stick it around in lane for another wave or 2. And so something to mention here is that Renai's circulation has heal. We didn't really touch on that earlier. Mr. Tuesday with the TP, so he will have, besides all-in scenarios, he will have TP like for lane advantage.
True that. Is it strange that just seeing a Thresh player makes me want to call him hook resets?
I don't know. I don't think about that. And like,
Oh, what a tackle out of Thundercunt, but what a flash out of Legendinger, and he gets away with his life.
oh my goodness, yeah, I guess like on props that makes Cal feel iconic, right? Like look at that, he is the Thresh, he lands that hook, he gets the flame, but that's not Cal, that's Devout Milk. This man's made a trip to the bot lane. We first see him in the jungle, he roamed top, and now he's making an honest living as a support. As Ziggs Mega Inferno Death Bomb coming into bot lane, a little delay, but wanted to get that sneaky level 6 kill in them, but not finding it.
Yeah, 6 minutes in, no kills on either team, but as you said earlier, a lot of blown summoners, and there is a lot of action going on.
Yeah.
Hook gets blocked by the Vortex Swirly Wind of Doom.
Blade Whirl.
Blade
Whirl.
of Doom.
Yeah, of Doom. You got it. You got me.
Oh man.
I will give you this. The name is fitting. Your name is fitting. It whirly death blade thing. It doesn't really cause death, but it's definitely whirly. There's definitely some blades going on.
I'll see if I can add like preventative in there, like preventative Doom, you know. Really
Anti-Doom?
Preventative Doomy Death Vortex Whirl.
Okay. Yeah, you keep working on it, and I think we're gonna get there. I feel like we have some promise here, as
Oh, Thundercunt's doing a lot of damage to Splinter as Blue Buff is doing the work for him. Legendinger looking to turn the tables here a little bit, but Master Splinter is just too low to do anything. Mr. Tuesday backing up Thundercunt and saying, "You are not killing my Poppy," and he gets away scot-free.
Master Splinter's still in the jungle.
Oh, is he gonna get away? Yep, he's gonna get away.
An aggressive invade almost turns out to be very punishing.
Yeah, man. Like, Legendinger's doing work in terms of CS there, but Thundercunt does have the map awareness. You know, he went down there and knew that the blue was on the line.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. Master Splinter thought that he had vision, like he had the pink on the one entrance, like they had the aggressive pink ward on the banana brush, they had the scuttle crab.
Dragon here is getting taken by AJS0. First dragon of the night.
Yeah.
That is an Earth Dragon.
Yep. I really like that. Like, they saw Master Splinter, they saw him get low, and Savo, that's not Jinx, my friend. That is a much harder skill to steal the dragon with.
What's splash damage on that? It's like 100 or something?
I think it's the same to all, but the thing is that the ability only does like 200, maybe 250, as opposed to Jinx Rocket, which does like at level 1 at a low dragon will out damage Smite, like it does like 600. You know, one of those gives you the chance of like, I can just outsmite the jungler, F it. Whereas the other one requires, you know, some amount of a mistake. Like the jungler has to just not have smite, or just completely whiff smite.
Yeah, with two highly skilled junglers in this match, specifically Salvo trying to outskill AJS with that one ability. If he gets that, then we can't let AJS live that down.
No, that is true. That is true. There is the mental impact, right? If you steal with an Ash Arrow. But that's a skill you would want down.
Here. Oh, the cage comes out, but he doesn't get away. First blood finally at 9 minutes and 30 seconds goes to hook resets. As he is fighting in the whirly guns of death, Burr goes out, and the flash comes out of Salvo, which is a genius flash, getting the kill. 1 for 1 in the bot lane. Both ADs see that kill. Wow.
Yeah, getting aggressive here. As meanwhile, while all that was going on, Master Splinter picked up the Rift Herald for his team. Very interesting to see where that will be going. I have a decent chance that it's going to be coming into mid or the bot lane. As we start to see Devout Milk setting up some vision control in this jungle, clearing out vision.
this top lane. I mean, Thunderconth caught up a lot on CS. He was down like 25 or something. Now he's up. Or not, sorry, he's not up, but he's closed it to 10.
He's close to 10, but he still has a wave and a half. Like, he's got a whole wave and a half before that wave, like, coming in.
Fight going down by blue here as Devout Milk is the first to fall, as a lot of people on Inevitable are in that area looking for kills.
Yeah, and they will find it. Devout Milk going down. This blue buff going to go over to AJS0. A successful invade, but now we see what looks to be a potential trade as Master Splinter and Renai Circulation putting down a lot of pressure, cutting down this wave in the mid lane. Gonna get that Herald off, collect some plates. And this tower may go down to Ziggs.
Yeah, that's...
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they got a Ziggs. I was going to say, that was a bad way to use Rift, but no, it wasn't.
Yeah. Ziggs, the Satchel Charge changes the name of the game here. Is that first tower down going to slingshot Crystallize back to the gold lead?
Yeah, small but noticeable.
Yeah, I mean, that first tower just dropping from 4 plates like that is a very big play there. And having mid open just starts to enable them to start making some more plays around the map here as we get closer and closer to the end of laning phase.
They got options here, but nothing, no objectives up yet. Rift Herald will be up one more time before Baron.
That it will. Yeah, Dragon's coming up in just over a minute. We have South Scuttle online.
Tree trying to engage. He's not necessarily getting there, but he gets hooked under the tower and takes a bit of damage for it.
Yeah. Devout Milk wishing that Q was the death sentence that his name is, but he'll settle for a good 60% of Tree's health bar here. And as we're going to start seeing what the teams are going to do to maneuver around this dragon here. TP is up for Legendinger, but not for Thunderconth.
AJS0 looking for the gank here, waiting ever so patiently for this wave to
Death Sentence comes through.
Tree gets hooked! Oh my god, so much damage is going out right now. AJS on Salvo gets the kill. Tree in the back line is getting not wrecked by Devout Milk as he goes down. A lot of damage coming out of the hook resets to get that kill.
Yeah, and that will set them up very nicely for this dragon here. That comes up in 10 seconds. Salvo and Devout Milk will respawn in time, but they will just be ever so late to this dragon. It's going to be up to Renai Circulation to try and stall with some good Zig Siege if they decide to go for that route.
Glad we're watching this wet noodle fight at top lane, though.
Oh, yeah. Director Camera knows what we need. It doesn't care about that dragon. That thing is secured. We have noodles to slap here.
It really was. That was, I guess, quote-unquote free. They worked to set it up, but after they got the setup through, that was their dragon. Ziggs, Labur looking to try and get a gank in the top lane here. Thunderconth is going to meet Renai Circulation, but man, the Ox is coming through, and Blab is trying to get all sorts of damage, but he gets booted out, and Legendinger has to finish off Thunderconth, and he tries to under tower, as he is taking so much damage from the tower and ends up dying in the process, and ult comes out of Ziggs, does not get the kill on Thunderconth. What a play.
You hate to see that kind of thing happen. Unless you're that Poppy. Then Thunderconth is reveling in everything that happened right there. Flashes the master, he says. Get wrecked. Get smoked.
He earned that. He earned that mastery flash, man.
Get some style points. As now we see a new patient gank coming from the bot lane here. Salvo has the arrow ready.
Oh my god, 3v2 in the bot lane. His hook resets is getting attacked, just wrecked here, but he's not dying as he's using the Whirly Blade of Death and the Whirly Defensive Blade of stuff, and someone's teleporting in. It's to Mr. Tuesday, and he eventually dies to Salvo there on the shutdown gold, and holy shit, Splinter gets out with his life. Legendinger is there trying to fight X-Mystery. Thunderconth late to the party, but he's gonna get a kill on both good Salvo as well as Master Splinter in the backline. And is he going to get away here? Tree is in this grill. Legendinger is not safe. 3 members of Inevitable are around him and this tower as it is getting attacked. They're trying to plot, is it worth the kill him or not?
They are.
And the question is, yes, it is. Thundercump's taking 2 tower shots. Tree going to take the other. What? No. Oh my god. Thundercump didn't run away far enough, or he had red buff, or something happened.
The tone shift there. And Inevitable surrounded Legend Dingers like sharks. Smelled blood in the water. But it was not Zed's blood they smelled, it was their own, as that tower just chunked people left and right.
Yeah, man. At this point, tower does a lot of DPS, and sharks in the water is a really good way to word it. They could have just hit tower there. Thundercump thought they could do it, but that's a big nah.
They saw it, they wanted it, they did not get it though.
Man, what a play though. Inevitable ultimately coming out ahead in that exchange, I believe.
Yes, yeah. Lots of stuff going on there.
Oh man, Thundercump trying to get some damage on Renest Circulation, who has no mana, running away towards his tower, and he's
going hard for it. He wants the hammer sling, but
that was greedy.
he will pop the ult to try and make something happen, but
he's overextended here. Legend Dinger misses the Ox or something. Oh no, I don't know what happened there. Thundercump is gonna probably get out with his life here. Sejuani ult secures the kill though. Who's gonna get it between that team? It's gonna be Legend Dinger.
I'm gonna say, keeping this game a little spicy here is Exfiltrated Hookerset's gonna go ahead and get the first tower for their team as Inevitable will pick up that bot outer turret. In exchange, the power of Zig's push, down goes the top tower. And they will go ahead and secure the second Herald of the game. Good towers, good Heralds are really keeping this crystallized team in the game as, despite the 8-4 kills, only a measly 600 gold down.
Yeah, they're not giving up too big of a lead here. I mean, the Dragon game is kind of the bigger question here, but with a Rift Herald, this gold lead could flip pretty quick if they know what they're doing here. Ash Arrow comes out, hits AJS, but the rest of the team is not necessarily there to catch up. Master Splinter and Legend Digger on the top side, trying to come through from mid, but I don't believe they're going to find anything in this fight.
Nope, unfortunately, it hit that Udyr, and the Udyr is just does not care that much about an enchanted crystal arrow. He gets slapped, and he just kind of looks at you funny, turns into a bear, and runs away.
It's the fastest one on the team, man.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta hit the slow guys.
You look at Udyr, and depending on the skin, he's either like a homeless man running around in animal pajamas, or he's actually just a bunch of animals. Those are all actually wrong. He's actually a Formula 1 car or a rocket ship cosplaying.
Formula 1. He's looking for Devote Milk. Oh my god, the Poppy tries to tackle him in the backline, doesn't get the stun on that side, but Thundercump's in a little bit of trouble here with little to no health to his name, but he does get out on the bot side. The rest of the team trying to group together, and they do not want this fight.
No, they took a lot of damage trying to force that engage. And it looks like an Inevitable not securing their third Drake here as no quick soul this game.
Yep, that's Crystallize's first.
Yeah, Crystallize on the board as what brings this game to just remarkably even now. Gold basically the same, Dragons one different.
And Mr. Tuesday does still have, or wait, no. Wait, who is it, Rift Herald?
Master Splinter dropped the Rift Herald during mid right before the Dragon fight. That Rift Herald did manage to go ahead and push down the wave and get a charge onto the tower. But Bulbur finding himself in enemy territory here as the charge will go. Flash is going to come out. But Thundercump's going to try and run him down. Heal's coming through though. That speed boost. Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to hit Poppy. But Udyr coming through as the bear form. Tree coming right behind. Going to land the Magnet and the lockdown. Thundercump's going to lock up that kill onto Salvo here.
Wow. What a catch on that.
Oh, yeah.
Not good for not good at all for Blab. But then
just in time, that Baron spawns.
Oh my god, this is high IQ play. AJS0 definitely called this, but they're kind of getting off it as they're starting to get low.
Yeah, the 20-minute Baron does do quite a bit of damage. You need to be very firm in that decision. But yeah, Blab almost causing a disaster for his team there, as I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. I wasn't paying attention to the map movements beforehand, but disaster narrowly averted.
Yeah, Master Splinter looking to get hook resets here. Chasing really hard. Legendinger and Salvo are both there. He's not turning on Xmas Tree though. The Rel is in there doing damage, and Thundercuff gets in there as Poppy looking to fight. Blab is in the backline doing all sorts of damage as well here, and 2 pickup kills. Crystallize gets them, and they are going to siege this tower to death because it has like 2 health.
Aggressive flash hook out of Devout Milk will not find a target here.
And five-man siege can happen out of Crystallize, but it doesn't look like they're too committed to this.
No, yeah, I don't think they don't have minion wave. It's not for quite a ways off.
That's true, but Rena Circulation looking for a little bit of damage on AJS. As Legend Digger's trying to get in there for an engage. Nothing happening though.
It looks like we'll have a bit of a window of peace here, as the majority of this Crystallize squad are gonna go ahead and return to base. Refill on health mana, spend a bit of that hard-earned gold. As we see
Yes,
Inevitable just using this chance to get a little bit of lane priority.
And gold lead still, well actually, whoa, gold lead is quite in favor of Team Crystallize right now.
Yeah, just like a little bit over 1k here. It's those extra towers, 2 down in the mid lane.
Resets happening. Sejuani's giving Ziggs the blue buff, it looks like. A little bit of a siege happening mid from hook resets.
Yeah, and we're starting to see this Crystallize team is going to become very, very tanky here, as Sejuani picks up, has a Sunfire in the plated steel caps. Ornn almost done with his Thornmail. Orianna not particularly amazing at dealing with tanks. She can do it over time, but with all that Thornmail, with the Thornmail Sunfire, Samir's gonna have a tough time cutting down that Ornn. We're gonna see a lot more of those Zoodle fights you're talking about in top lane.
Thundercuff is looking pretty good on his build progression as well. With the 4 kills on him, even though he's kind of doing a lot of ballsy, risky plays, it seems. He's always chasing pretty hard, and half the time it's working out in his favor.
He is not afraid to blow the heroic charge just straight into the enemy team.
But looks like a little bit of clearing is going on for Dragon here. That's up in less than a minute from Crystallize, and this is going to break out into a fight, isn't it, Thrifty?
I think there's a good chance. This Dragon is, this puts them on soul point for Inevitable if they get this, and honestly, a Ocean Soul for either of these teams is really game-breaking. Ocean Soul, very, very powerful. Quite possibly the most powerful. Like, some people consider it to be the strongest soul. In these strong proactive team fights, though, it really just makes some teams just actually unkillable. I can't imagine trying to cut down like Orange
Dragon started. AJS is getting caught out here, but Thundercuff is trying to save him. AJS is the first to fall in this team fight, but Tree is getting all sorts of CC going on in the backline here. And it all comes out and hits hook resets, but holy crap, Crystallize is just killing them all. Thundercuff goes back in with no health, dies for it. Salvo trying to chase, but he's not able to catch up to hook resets on that Samira, as Mr. Tuesday has to run for his life from Sejuani and Legendinger, who cannot keep up with him. And the 2 carries see the next fight before a death, but not hook resets, as his Samir is getting caught up by the Salvo here. Red buff, the whirlwind of safety does save him here, as he does get slowed. Salvo does not choose to progress that fight.
Yeah, the second volley finds its mark, but it's just a little too late here, as we start to go see Master Splinter and Ice Circulation going to grab that dragon that they get from that Orin fight. Orin gonna try and flash
What?
to pick up that Samira, but not gonna find anything. As all of a sudden now Thunderka TPing into the top jungle. Legend Digger finds himself in a very dangerous space as Bear Form coming and gonna slap him around. Heroic Charge coming in shortly here is gonna slap. Oh, no Heroic Charge. There it is. As Legend Digger gonna go down slowly but steadily here as they're gonna make sure to try and get that shutdown gold onto Orianna. Mr. Tuesday looking very big now. And Ping's coming out. That might be the Baron. Blab is in the bot lane. He does not have TP. Salvo just recalled. And all of a sudden, Inevitable in the map in the right place at the right time.
Oh man,
It's going to be on
Splinter does have smite.
Master Splinter does have smite. Devout Milk coming to look from the other side. This is going to get hairy here as what's looking like it's going to be a 50-50. Master Splinter going to come over. It's not going to be done. AGS here will secure the Baron. Hook's going to come through, but Master Splinter's going to find himself in the middle of this death ball that is Inevitable as what was looking very bleak for them a few moments ago is going to be a very clean pickup into Baron.
It took Legend Dinger like a decade and a half to die in order to set up that Baron fight, though. Like, am I right?
It took him a very long time. Yes, yes. He did not go down quickly. He did not go quietly into that night.
Oh man, but man, you gotta respect Master Splinter's decision to try and steal that Baron. Unfortunately, he died in vain, and this gold lead that is going on here for Crystallize. Let's see if that helps them defend against these Baron minions at all.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that we're gonna see this gold lead probably flip a little bit, where it goes from being about like 1,000 to 2,000 ahead for Crystallize. It's probably gonna flip back that way as, yeah, both these outer turrets gonna go down. Crack open a little turrets. Get some extra team gold going on.
Piggy banks, right?
They are piggy banks. Break the bank, man. There's a lot of good gold.
And what a Baron play, but it's still ongoing here as Legend Dinger tries to engage on hook resets a little bit, but nothing. What's he gonna do?
it's really, it's like he's not killing hook resets anytime soon, but hook resets sure isn't killing him either.
That is going to be a long-winded fight here. If that would occur, but nope, it's 3v3 in the top lane here. Master Splinter trying to get a little bit of an engage on AGS0, who's taking a lot of damage. Savo in the backline just pelting him, and some sort of suck-in. Oh my god, Tree is just doing rel things all over the place, and hook resets, trying to get in there to follow up that damage, and he kind of does with the Whirly Death Blade thing. Does not get that many kills. Blab is, wait, Mr. Tuesday, sorry, on Orianna, picking up a kill on the tail end of running away. I don't know what happened there.
I could tell. Oh man, I mean,
there's
that
explosions.
Right, there was a lot of explosions. I mean, that right there was like a really classic reason why you pick Rel Orianna, though. Rel jumps in, lays down the line, pops the Magnet Storm, pulls everyone together, and then breaks a stun on top of that because they're already lined up. Orianna Shockwave comes through. It's just a ton of AoE CC, a very large amount of damage from the Orianna. But at the end of the day, this Baron's starting to wear off here. And the gold's, I mean, for 29 minutes, this gold's dead even. As, you know, everyone's now preparing. We have 90 seconds till our next throwdown. It's the Ocean Dragon. We're making sure that we get this, that Soul is coming as late as possible. But this could be the third Ocean Dragon for Crystallize.
Yeah, I'm really digging this mid, you know, fight going on here. We got Arena Circulation and Mr. Tuesday, both of them not having died yet. Mr. Tuesday does have a bit of the gold lead. It looks like on paper, maybe? But both of them are freaking powerhouses right now.
Renai Circulation is up 900 gold currently.
Oh my god. You gotta shut down somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, and a fight is breaking out here for Dragon. And Master Splinter getting stunned in the mix. Not able to really get out yet, but man, Tree is in the backline doing his work as a support here. Damage coming out all over the place. Legend Dinger's gonna get tapped against the wall and die. I don't know what happened in that fight either. Tanks were getting caught out. or engaging. They're doing something died.
All right. I like it. I like this. This is the high level analysis that our viewers come to consume from the Fatty League.
Thundercunt looking to go deep, trying to get Salvo a little bit, but he doesn't necessarily get it. Salvo defensive arrow. AJS having to back out there. 4 against 3 going on here. Thundercunt does get the stun on Devout Milk as that Thresh is going to fall. And this dragon, going to be a third dragon for Inevitable if they can secure it here. But Hookery Senses just doesn't care. He gets a 900 gold shutdown on Rena Circulation, where that's his first death, and the dragon is secured. Inevitable is looking hot going into the rest of this game here.
And boom, it's pause time. This pause is brought to you by the SBL. Water and yours truly.
Us?
Us. You and me, Joey. We brought this
Us.
pause. As Milk is apparently lagging hard, which could maybe explain why he boldly walked into the Poppy heroic charge right into a wall at his own demise.
I don't believe that. I think I think Mad Cow's right. I think Blab threw his computer out the window after dying.
Yeah? You think that's what's going on?
Yeah. He's going to the nearest Micro Center right now to buy a new computer. Seriously though, what a play out of Inevitable to secure that third dragon. Unfortunate for Milk. If he was lagging there, I mean, it looked like it. That's a very rough position to die in, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that was some dreams, right? He saw Renai Circulation saw a lot of low health. He saw some low health bars, some real good options. Like, he does a ton of damage. Wanted to see if he could try and sneak in there, and unfortunately, once the minefield and satchel charge got dodged by Samira, there's nothing you can do. She's coming, and she's gonna fucking slap your ass.
There's a world though where a Ziggs can outmaneuver that.
Oh yeah, there is. I mean, if there is definitely some options. Whoa, what the? All right, camera, that's real cool. Come out of pause, and we're gonna go flying sideways at like 600 miles per hour, almost as fast as this Udyr runs. As we're having a couple little hiccups. Pause getting a little wild here. All right, Joey, just a heads up. I sped forward to catch up. We're at 31:22, 23, 24.
Okay, I'm there. Maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, Inevitable. I think they. Oh man. Yeah, they just have an advantage.
They just have. Oh, man.
Is that the right way to say it? Like.
I mean, it's definitely not the wrong way to say it. I mean, you can look at it this way: like they have Soul Point. They are one dragon away from Dragon Soul. Ocean Soul is super pivotal in this game. They are up 3K. They still have like another tower. Like Baron spawning soon. This Samira is fucking large and in charge.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold on her. Again, the carries of Inevitable are the fed ones. That's what you gotta fear. And Xmas Tree, Thunderconth, AJS0, they're doing their work in the backline. But a second Baron attempt here. Well, third attempt, I think. But
Third attempt, second
Baron
one that's going to be going down here, though, as Crystallize is well aware. The Hawk's is coming through, but it's going to be way too late, as this is a very easy pickup. Arrow soaring past for... That is a Hail Mary and a half, my friend, but I still think... Salvo's still thinking in his head, and he's like, Jinx. I like Jinx.
I like the Moxie, you know.
I like the Moxie, but man, that is... There's some hopes and prayers. There are some dreams, memes, and a whole lot going on there in that arrow. That arrow has more Moxie than a lot of players do.
when you're down like 5K, man, you only have prayers left at your disposal.
As
But this
oh
is a
man,
very
we're looking into a base race here.
strange-
This is gonna get real spicy. You might have to take control over this direct camera depending on how this goes on. As we have 5 members in the top lane and 5 members in the mid lane. Recall's going out as this cannon is coming down. First tower goes down. Inhibitor's gonna go down as well as Samira's still gonna be pushing his members. Recall and Crystal Lies is looking like they're going to try and end. Sesaon coming through with a gigantic ult. Flash gonna flash, gonna flay. Magnustorm gonna come from tree, pulling Devout Milk into line. But here comes the Mega Inferno Bomb. Tons of damage coming through as down goes Devout Milk, down goes Tree. Supports your trade, but Samira's in this top lane pushing away as down goes the tower, down goes Inhibitor. TP is coming up for Ornn, but that's going to get stopped here as a lot of oh, never mind, not enough CC, but he's coming in so low. Samira's going to go ahead and pick him up here as AJ0's running now, stopping the back. Thundercut TP's in, Hook resets is going through. Tower 1 down, Tower 2 down, Arrow coming by. This one's just as bold as the last. Master Splinter coming along as the last hopes and dreams of his teams are on his shoulders, but he's going to get cut down with the rest. Samira pulling the devil trigger just for good measure. Fuck Samira. Down goes the Nexus. Inevitable picking up the win.
What was Crystallized thinking? You can't base race against a Baron like minion wave, man. That was such a huge wave. That was from one lane. And there was like 2 waves there.
They gut checked, man. They thought they gut checked him. And Inevitable said, call. We match.
Oh man. Unfortunate for them, but man, look, these damage meters. Thrifty, these damage meters.
That is almost what I would have expected. The only one that surprised me is Poppy damage. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, he was in the grill of that team a lot. I am also a little surprised that Mr. Tuesday isn't as high. He was also doing a lot of work when he was exposed to team fights.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of damage in the team fights, but like there wasn't a lot of like he wasn't in many of the skirmishes, right? He was in a lot of the big fights, but that was about it. But he definitely did his job. This Inevitable squad picking up the win here.
Ah, damn. I don't know what else to say about that game, man. It was
an explosive end, that's for sure.
That was sweaty.
Definitely sweaty. As everyone else, stay tuned. Albino and Joe and I are going to be retiring for the evening from the caster's booth, but don't worry, you'll get to see us on the Rift here very shortly as we'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't touch that browser.